Ja, natürlich erstmal den Trailer nochmal vorab, ne? Klar.
Und dann kann man das gleichzeitig teilen mit der Wasserrutsche, wenn da die Achterbahn losgelassen wird. Das ist schon cool. Wer als unten erst ankommt. Wer als unten, genau.
Aber ich mag die Musik jetzt schon.
Ja. Stell dir vor, irgendwann so ein Crossover mit Planet Zoo und Planet Coaster. Dass du noch ein Zoo nebendran bauen könntest.
Ja, würde ich nicht kaufen.
Doch würdest du.
Hello everyone and
Hello.
welcome to Frontier Unlocked. It is the 7th one of the year. We've flown through the year.
Mal lieber
Welcome
lauter.
back, Chantel. It's a big one, everyone. Chat. We've been watching chat go nuts. We are keeping an eye.
Go
So
nuts.
yes, we have a lot of Planet Coaster 2 information for you today. You're going to be eating very, very well. Love to the chat. I saw in there Sammy said love Frontier, so love back to you, Sammy. I've been told apparently this is something to do with my generation. The heart I use is I don't know what it is, but love back to you. So we've got a lot of stuff to go through. We've got some guests for you as well. We've got some gameplay to show you as well, but we've got some housekeeping.
Ich finde es eigentlich besser, wenn du simultan übersetzt.
Some of the bits.
Everything.
Ja,
So,
ich glaube, das
to
wird
start, we have a
wild.
for Elite Dangerous.
Aber Gäste brauche ich nicht. Ich will eigentlich nur die neuen Sachen
And this is available
sehen.
for the Anaconda and the Federal Corvette as well. So nice fancy new ship paint.
There we go. So just watch the show for 20 minutes. I'm sure you will because there's a lot to watch, and you will earn that
Das-
drop. So just remember to claim it. Otherwise,
Wir haben einfach jetzt Drops aktiviert für irgendein
irgendein
Game.
Drops. We also have a
Fun.
competition coming up. It's filled with actually some really, really cool prizes this time to celebrate the announce of Planet Coaster 2. Right. Now, look, I've been really excited to talk about Planet Coaster 2.
Ist ja aufgeregt, über Planet Coaster zu
Show number
sprechen.
1, I heard people in chat telling me.
Ich bin aufgeregt, Planet Coaster 2 zu sehen.
Planet Coaster 2. It's the guys that are building the game, make the game, right? But anyways, we're here now. I've been waiting to say this for a long time, haven't I?
You
Can I
have to.
say it?
Of course
Can
you
I say
can.
it? All right.
Wir haben auch lange gewartet.
World premiere.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Rich Newbold, Game Director. And I'm Adam Woods, Senior Executive Producer, and we are really excited to show you the very first look
Wir sind sehr
at Planet
aufgeregt.
Coaster 2 in this first deep dive video. We're going to take a look at the combination of water parks and roller coaster parks. So let's dive in.
Das war ein riesiger
What is Planet
Drache.
Coaster 2?
Planet Coaster 2 is the sequel to the original Planet Coaster, the game we all know and love. It's a creative management sim about building and designing those amazing theme parks, kind of running a successful park, making sure your guests are happy and spending money so you can keep building
Meine
it and
Gäste sind
building it
immer
and expanding
happy.
it. And it's about sharing those creations as well. And in Planet Coaster 2, we're bringing those amazing water parks that have been requested by our community for many years now
Ja?
into a game that you know and love.
Speaking of water parks, we are here already in the water park area of this theme park that we've built already. This is a work in progress sandbox from one of our development builds, but you can see our guests are already enjoying the pool that I've placed here. Pop that
Okay,
down
das
quite
Menü
quickly
sieht schon mal
using
recht
the new
ähnlich aus.
pool
Ja,
tool,
zum
where you can
Glück.
place geometric shapes or custom
Ich sehe
shapes
da
as
auch
well.
Bademeister
Kind of build into
rumschwimmen
your heart's
drin.
content, really. In the back we have
Hallo
body fluids.
Jule.
These
Hey.
are constructed piece by piece, just like the roller coaster tracks you can see in the far distance as well, allowing me full creativity. I choose
Und die süße
exactly how I want that
Schwebepalme
slide
da.
to-
Das
to-
ist
to look
cool.
and to work. I do have to
Ja,
balance, of
aber
course,
vielleicht hat
excitement
Avi
and
recht.
nausea,
Ich
right?
quatsche
We
jetzt mal
don't
ganz kurz rein, ne?
wanna
Wenn die jetzt auch noch das Wasser
overexcite our
berechnen
guests, or
müssen.
maybe
Ne?
they do. Guests will have certain preferences
stimmt.
and tolerances to that.
Und guck mal, es gibt
We also
sogar
have
Wasserspritzer und so weiter und so
rather,
fort. Mit allem drum und dran.
Incredible looking drop piece at the top here, vertical drop piece. Guests get in and they come shooting down the slide.
Aber wenn ich die Wege da
out
sehe,
into
schau mal,
the splash
das
pool at
sieht
the end there.
genauso
We get a
aus
good
wie
view
früher.
From that point, I think, don't we? There we go.
Guck mal in den Hintergrund,
got
die
on
Wege dir an.
That is not the kind of ride that appeals to me. I get motion sick and I'm afraid of heights. So neither of those things have made this flume appealing to me.
You'll also notice that we have the ability to have transparent sections of
Sehr
the
gut.
flume as well. This is all
Jetzt sag bitte noch, dass man das beleuchten kann innen drin, in der
real life
Rutsche.
flumes and real life water parks.
Nö, das kannst du ja so. Konntest ja auch
And
schon
you can,
Planet Coaster 2,
as
die
you clearly
Achterbahn.
can
Das
see
ist
here,
auch
you
da
can
cool.
also change the colours, creating a really vibrant and interesting part of your water park.
Bringing water to Planet Coaster 2 has been really exciting. It's been great. It's been a challenge as well of how we provide tools
Ja,
for players
challenging
to
für den
create those
PC
kind
ist
of
es.
authentic looking pools of water that you see in water parks. Those kind of, sometimes they're geometric shape, they're kind of square or rectangular, or they have these kind of natural kidney bean shapes as well, making sure we have tools that allow players to build those kind of pools in their water parks. It's also how they look. And we want to make them look visually appealing for our guests. We wanted an aesthetic that is kind of that vibrant,
Ich kann mir schon
blue
vorstellen,
water
dass so ein
that you
Becken,
see
wo
in
die da
that
drin schwimmen,
idealistic
recht
water
intensiv
park that
ist.
we all have in our minds as well, and making sure that it looks amazing and interacts well with your guests, whether it's on a
Glaube
flume
ich
or
nicht mal,
as
weil guck mal, das Wasser
jumping into the
bewegt sich
size, the
kaum. Es sind eigentlich nur die
cannonball
People,
and
die
things
sich
like
da
that. So, it's
fast
been
in
great
unsichtbarem
bringing
Wasser
that
da
through development
bewegen.
from a kind of basic prototype to something that looks visually amazing as well.
Die Spritzer habe ich nur bei der Rutsche gesehen, beim Eintauchen. So jetzt beim Schwimmen habe ich keine Spritzer gesehen.
What a water park needs. You know, we have
Was
the
ich
new
vermische,
lifeguard,
ich vermische die
which has
Duschen.
its,
Wo sind denn hier die
safety
Duschen?
conscious people will always want to make sure that, you know, guests are okay in the pool. So you have your
Lifeguard
station, which
Achso,
is
der deckt
manned
dann
by
so
a
eine
lifeguard.
Area
I
ab.
think they're out currently making sure someone's not panicking too much in the water. And there's also
Werden
the
die
economy
Liegen
side of
benutzt? Das
the
ist die
water park
Frage.
and how
Bänke
that
und Liegen,
helps
werden sie benutzt?
me expand
Bin
my
ich mir
park
sicher, dass
even
sie benutzt
further.
werden.
We
Hab
have
noch
guest
keine
services,
draufliegen
which are
gesehen.
the areas where you'll buy the pool passes now, so I can
Regenschirme,
monetize access to the
Splash,
pools and, you know, keep my economy going.
Merchandise.
We've got a new shop, Splash Emporium, buying all those inflatables ready to use in the pool as well.
Always need those for a pool, and as you say, there's the economy aspect as well, making sure you've got the price point for those things right, so that they're appealing to your guests, but also high enough so that you can kind of make as much profit as possible.
Schau mal, du kannst jetzt
Keep you
oben
that-
die
keep your
Heatmaps
park economy
anzeigen, wo du
going.
dann große Besucherströme
Some would
hast.
say the most important part
ist bei
of a
Planet
water
Zoo auch
park
mit
would be its
Heatmaps.
changing facilities.
Beim ersten Teil doch auch,
I would
oder?
say the
Nee, bei
flumes
Planet Coaster
and the
gab's das
pools
nicht.
are the most important part, but
maybe. But if I can't get changed into my Speedos, then I can't get on
I
the
think
flume.
we're splitting hairs. Changing rooms are really important, though. I think you're right there.
Ich denke, da sind Duschen.
They are, and they
Ja.
appear in Planet Coaster 2. You have to make sure your guests can access
Oder
these,
umkleiden, guck mal.
changing rooms so
Umkleiden,
they
jo.
can get changed into their costumes and, of course, get changed back into their clothes, ready if they want to enjoy the rest of the park.
Jo.
One of the important parts of your park are your
Da
guests.
liegen
They're the
sie
whole
doch, guck.
point that we're building these big parks to keep them entertained, keep them spending money, and give them a really thrilling time. In Planet Coaster 2, we've taken the opportunity to rebuild the guests, the kind of the way they look, providing a lot more diversity, representation, and variety in the guests that are in your park.
Hey Baby!
You're also going
Hi,
to have
hi,
more
hi!
feedback into whether
Gucken
they're having
gerade
a good
Planet
time or a
Coaster
bad
2
time. And we've also got
Details,
them being
neue
affected by
Details.
kind of bigger things in the park as well, such as the weather. The water parks giving us an opportunity to have these wonderfully hot, vibrant parks. And in Planet Coaster 2, they'll be a bit affected by things like sunburn. So you've got to make sure that they have access to sun cream to make sure that they don't.
Oh, wir müssen
get
Sonnencreme
sunburned or they've got enough
verkaufen.
cover from
Also
the bright
keine
sun.
Schirme aufstellen, sie müssen
this lady's got
Sonnencreme
some Factor
kaufen.
50
Sehr
on.
gut.
I hope so as well.
I think so.
Cool,
Yeah,
aber das
they'll
ist
also
ein
give you
cooles
that feedback
Feature, oder?
of the being on a ride that's
Dass
too
sie sich da auch
thrilling or
verbirnen
fearful
können.
or too nauseating as well. So you'll have that more immediate feedback from the guests themselves onto what kind of time they're having in your park, whether it's a good one or a bad one.
And it's not just guests that we've sort of gone back and looked at refreshing and rebuilding. We've also taken the firm fan favourites of flat rides and coasters over to Planet Coaster 2, but we've rebuilt them really. You know, we've rebuilt them ready for more
Das sieht
creative
schön
options. You'll
aus.
see here we've got our teacups, but they look quite wildly different now.
Die Qualle ist
This has had
süß.
a bit of a pass from me on its queue path and on attaching scenery directly to rides now and blueprints to directly to rides. Really quick and easy.
Ich überlege gerade, ob du die Sounds auch so gehört hast. Hinten von dem Fahrgeschäft zum Beispiel gerade.
Because although this
Ein
year the park's
Rauschen, so ein
using our one of
Grundrauschen.
our
Ja.
new themes, our aquatic theme, The teacup itself looks like it's aquatic themed as well, but that's not because it's an aquatic teacup. We built the teacups to be planar in this case, to allow us to put the aquatic scenery directly onto the rides. So some of the rides from Planet Coaster 1, from the original one that we've rebuilt,
hast du meine
have been
Streams mal
kind of
gesehen?
paired back to
Hey,
allow
danke
us
für dein
to put
Follow.
those scenery
Cinemodo,
pieces
hi.
in Planet Coaster.
Dankeschön, wie geht's
freedom in how you
dir?
want to theme it.
Yeah, exactly. It means that you'll have a lot more options now of
Ich finde diese
I want to take
Schwebeballons
a ride
sehr
and put it into
schön.
anywhere in my park, any theme
Sehr
in my
schön,
park. How
finde
do I
ich
do
die.
that? Well, now I've got more flexibility in putting scenery, putting blueprints on, and having it animate and move around with the ride itself, which is wonderful to see. As you can see here with our teacup, as you say, with the submarine blueprint in the middle of the pedestal.
Das
I'm
sieht schon
sure many
so schön
eagle-eyed viewers will have noticed
aus.
that there's patterns on this
Ich will's jetzt spielen.
ride as well. That's another customized option.
Ja, es kommt ja im
All
Herbst.
rides will come with predefined
Hoffentlich.
patterns. You
Also
can
Herbst ist
select
ja
it,
auch
and then it will appear
dehnbarer
on
Begriff.
certain parts of the frame and the
Das
teacups
stimmt.
as well here.
Danke für dein Lurk,
With the
Baby.
360 power, another returning.
Ich meine, theoretisch haben wir in Deutschland nicht mal mehr
favourite
im
in the
Herbst,
back
also
as
von
well. You can see another
daher.
example of how we've used other parts of the
Das
aquatic
sieht auch
theme
cool
to
aus.
change the look and feel of this ride completely, and it's only one of, you know, different themes that are coming.
Oh, guckt euch mal den Swirl da hinten an. Man kann so Swirl-Wasserrutschen machen da oben.
Ja, hab ich grad gesehen.
Geil.
Back end of the 360 power, so it moves.
Oh, ich werde die krassesten Wasserrutschen ever bauen.
And another little example of how just one theme can look so radically different using different colours and different sort of colour palettes and ways between the two here. I suppose I've teased a little bit of what's round.
Yeah, we
back
can
at
see
that
it
part.
we can see it
I don't
over
know if
there.
I,
You keep moving the camera around to get
look.
us all excited about it.
Yes, it's not just standard body flumes that are going to come brand new to Planet Coaster 2. We are also looking at other varieties as well, such as the mega-looking
Das sieht geil
up to
aus.
six-person
Das ist schon
raft
saukrass.
here,
Auf jeden Fall.
complete with
Frage, kann man ein Solobad integrieren und dann einen schönen Kurtaxon noch extra
I would
drauf?
definitely go on this.
I think I
Oder
would
so ein
rate
Indoor
this
und dass du
one,
nach
actually.
außen schwimmen kannst. Das
As
würde
well
ich
as
auch
that, we
extrem
had the plug
feiern. Mit diesen
hole here in the
ekelhaften
section in the middle.
Plastik-Schlabberdingen.
We've got the sphere.
Das
and we
finde
have
ich
the
gut.
boomerang nestled in the back as well. All inspired by real-life
Oh.
water
Aber ich hoffe, die
rides
gehen auch noch
in-
auf die
in
Achterbahn
real
ein,
life.
ob es da jetzt irgendwie
And
die
the other thing
Möglichkeit
you'll
gibt, dann
notice
auch
quite
zum Beispiel
strikingly is that the
Schienen zu
colour and the
switchen
patterns
und
on
solche
these ones
Sachen.
are very different to what
Oder
we have
dass
at the
du
beginning.
auch
Again,
rückwärts
new customization
eventuell eine
options
Wasserbahn
to the
fahren
new
kannst und
rides in
solche
Planet
Sachen.
Coaster 2 means I can very
Rückwärts?
So
quickly
ähnlich,
Eine
create
nur
Wasserbahn?
rückwärts,
stripe patterns
nur Wasserbahn
if I
rückwärts
so
fahren
wish to,
zum Beispiel,
which,
dass du
gives
irgendwo
a
hochfährst,
real
dann wird halt der Lokflum
visual
gedreht und dann
It
fährst du wieder
looks
anders runter.
lovely.
water park.
It really does. And we have different flumes, different slides, and we have different special pieces for those as well. We don't just have these ones. There's a lot of
Yeah,
different
it's one of-
pieces.
one
And
of
Frage, kann man jede einzelne Rutsche
But it
mit
isn't
extra
just
nochmal hier
flat rides we
$2
can customize in
Eintritt?
Planet
Weißt du,
Coaster 2.
wie
I
für,
can now also add
für die
my
Geldautomaten
personal
oder so, oder für
touch to any of the
Toilettenbenutzung?
coaster cars.
Du kannst ja generell, entweder machst du Parkeintritt oder nimmst halt von den Fahrgeschäften das Geld, ne?
Ja, das stimmt schon.
Ready for the guests to get onto, because I was just adding some scenery pieces to it here. It's got an aquatic theme, so I thought I'd add a ring to the front, as if it's kind of
So,
been
das sieht aus wie
constructed
Toilettensitz.
or come straight from the factory
Stimmt,
like
jetzt wo du
that.
das
And we've
sagst.
also got these really
Aber es soll
lovely
einen
light bars from the
aquatischen
resort theme, which is one of the
Theme
other
haben.
new
Yes, that's right.
themes.
Ich kann da draufsetzen und dann direkt dann gleich, ne?
Das
so
ist der
ready.
Rettungsring.
And although
So
I do
ready to
still
shit,
have
wenn
all
Dinge
of the
passieren.
advanced object movement tools that we are used to in Planet Coaster, the original one, I didn't actually have to hand place all of these lights down the side. We have very clever tools where I can mirror from this side to the other side instantly, and I can also do twinning, which means it will apply to all of the cars in my train, but I can also then make it affect all trains in the coaster, and that's why in the background you'll also see that the second train.
Okay, also man muss nicht an jeden einzelnen Wagen Sachen ranbringen, sondern einen Wagen fertig machen und den kannst du so gesehen dann kopieren, dass das für alle zählt. Das ist cool.
Everywhere else.
it's going to be great to see how people, our wonderful community can bring those scenery pieces and blueprints.
Mine is very.
Yours is
sort
very
of subdued or subtle.
It is incredible.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
For the time you had to get it.
Thank you.
Oh,
But
thank
with
you.
time and imagination, I know the community are going to really put together the scenery pieces, the ability to change the colour, to change the scale of objects now as well, attach them to rides, to coaster cars.
Yeah, we
and
haven't
come
even spoken about scaling. Yeah.
to come up with so many wonderful creations. I'm really looking forward to that. And it's not just about fan-favorite rides and fan-favorite coasters. We have such a big suite of rides and
Das ist auf jeden Fall der
We also have
Park,
new
aus dem
ones
sie auch
as
den
well.
Trailer gemacht
This
haben.
Frenzy Thrill ride, which is
Wegen dem
going
Hotel
to
da hinten,
spin
ne?
our guests
Ist das
in
das?
a terrifying way. In my opinion,
I wouldn't go on
I think
this
they're
one.
excited.
Haben wir das,
Really?
Hotel, das
I
Karussell
am
schon
a
gesehen?
rollercoaster and water ride guide. Flat rides sometimes. My belly's a bit too old these days. I feel a bit sick. The nausea rating on this one probably a bit too high for me.
But yeah, this
Give me a
one-
good roller coaster and I'm all right.
For what it's worth, this is one of my favorite rides in the game. Me too. I would never go on it in real life, but I love the way it looks. I love the way it moves.
Es dreht sich doch
I'm really
nur. Was
excited
passiert da
to
noch?
add
Gehen
it to
die
Planet
hoch?
Coaster.
Die Gondeln schwer.
We had a look at some of the creative tools come in, and I touched on some of the new management features with the facilities and the new shop earlier. But we've got some new ones. We've got other ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and as part of the water parks, we have water filtration. So you need to make sure that these pools that are being used by our guests stay nice and clean. Over time, as the pools get busier and busier, they're going to get dirtier and dirtier. So you need to make sure you have
Ja, guck
water
dir das was
filtration
immer an,
system
du.
in place for your pools and your flumes. And then on your coasters, your rides and your facilities, we have a power system as well. So you need to make sure there's enough power for them to keep running and for your guests
Oh
to use them.
nein. Man muss mit
they'll need
Powergeneratoren
Exactly. You need to make
arbeiten.
sure you've got
Can't let them run out.
that spine,
kennst
that
du doch aus
essential part of
Präsentation.
running a park is the staff.
Ja,
It's
aber
making
es
sure you have
nervt. Finde ich
all
voll
of the appropriate staff in
unnötig.
place, enough of them as well, make sure they're happy, paid well, and they keep their morale high. But your power and your water need to have mechanics, as do your rides. Make sure they're being serviced and repaired if they break down. We've seen our lifeguards in action in our pool already. This park needs more janitors.
I was about to
It's a very
say,
dirty park.
I'm sure lots of people are saying, you need janitors in your
Yep.
park, Adam. And
Ja,
I
du
do.
brauchst
Perhaps I
Mülleimer,
need
ich sehe
to
keinen
hire a few
einzigen.
more in.
Exactly. We need to
Get
make
a few
sure we've
more
got
bins about as
more
well.
bins in there. So the janitors to clean your park, make sure guests are enjoying a nice clean park. No one wants to be in a park full of litter. We have vendors for your shops. Make sure they stay open so your guests can buy their food.
Ich hoffe halt, dass die
their
Shops auch nicht
souvenirs.
einfach diese komischen
We have ride
Kästen sind.
attendants.
Ja.
Make sure that your rides
Muss
and your
ja-
coasters
ja,
and your
wahrscheinlich
flumes
schon.
stay open so
Dass die
they
mal
your guests can keep on using them.
customizable
And we have
sind.
our wonderful selection of
Das Gebäude
entertainers,
drumherum
of
kannst du ja bauen,
mascots,
wie du
and we have some
magst.
new ones in Planet Coaster 2 as
Ja,
well.
aber du bist ja immer darauf
Sneak peek
fixiert, dass du dieses
at
kleine...
Diesen
Queen
Einwegbox,
Splash.
ja, ja.
Introducing.
diese
ja.
Box brauchst.
Queen Splash.
Queen Splash.
Ich glaube, das werden sie
We've
nicht
been
ändern.
enjoying this deep dive in our more traditional camera view, but I think we should enjoy that coaster you've been customizing. I think we can enjoy that first person.
Wir fahren eine Runde.
Kind of really see what the
Yippee!
guests are gonna
Frisst
feel as
bestimmt
well as they go
Rechenleistung,
around the park.
wahrscheinlich schon.
Of course, it's not just your roller coasters you'll be able to experience with first-person mode. You'll be able to experience all of your flat rides and also your water flumes as well, including that very impressive-looking raft flume we saw earlier. I can imagine going down that fly trap in the hot seat. It's going to be quite the experience.
In this deep dive, we've just been giving you an overview of what's going to be possible in Planet Coaster 2, bringing those amazing water park visuals to the game with those, as you say, those amazing flumes and slides and their pieces. We've got our new creative tools. We have new themes and the ability to customize those rides and those coaster cars as well.
Next up, we'll have a look at the tools that you'll be using to create these parks. And we can't wait to show
Jetzt
you
wird's-
more. Thank you so much for watching.
Jetzt wird's interessant. Die Tools. Moment, aber die Tools kommen nicht heute? Doch, oder?
Ich glaube später. Also gleich, heute,
There we
irgendwann.
go. That is a first look at some of the gameplay for Planet Coaster 2.
Was sagt der Chat?
Right, very, very cool stuff. But we've got the stars of the show with us in the studio. What
That's it, more please, that's it. We want to see more. Wait,
Welcome,
no,
Rick.
what?
Welcome, Adam.
Ah, vielleicht dann doch nicht
Thank you very
heute.
much for having us on.
Really excited. First time actually having you on a sofa. That sounds weird, chat. Don't make it weird, chat.
Ja,
But
disappointed
really
schreibt
excited
jemand.
to
Warum
hear.
schreibt da
And
jemand
really
disappointed? Also
special
ehrlich.
we're going to be playing,
Ja gut, viel hast du nicht
Build the Game,
gesehen.
right?
We are? Yeah.
So you've just seen
Ich finde,
some of
man
the
hat
deep
schon
dive stuff. Thank you
viel
so much for
gesehen.
sharing that with us. But thank you even more. So we're going to play the game.
Ich finde schon, dass man viel gesehen hat.
So as we're chatting, obviously we're going to throw some questions at you.
Ja gut, mir fehlt halt, wie gesagt, gerade so das mit den Tools, mit den Wegen und so weiter. Gerade das Thema mit den Wegen ist sehr, sehr wichtig.
Ja, das stimmt halt wirklich. Aber hieß es nicht auch Live-Gameplay? Es ist ja kein Live...
Ich glaube, haben sie gerade darüber gesprochen, dass sie das jetzt noch zeigen, oder?
A development build. So, and this is a live show, chat. So I've just seen someone put wow. So it's live, right? This is live. So if anything goes wrong, it's because it's live. And
Ah,
Ja, das ist jetzt live.
oh,
Okay,
und da
alles
leckt schon.
To show that it is live.
it is live, and it is a development build. So you might see things that don't work absolutely perfectly.
Ja
it's
gut,
because
guck dir die
we're still
Besucherschlange
working
an,
out
die
the
da
game.
reinkommt, ne?
And the eagle-eyed of you might spot a
Oh,
timer in
die
the top left-hand corner.
Olli ist gerade
Now
mal
that is
hart gedroppt.
because this is A build we're taking to Gamescom.
Yes, this is the Gamescom demo that you'll be able to play if you're lucky enough to come to the show.
So there we go, exclusively.
Oh nein, wir
we are
brauchen
gonna
auch
be
einen
in Germany, we're gonna be at
Demo-Key.
Gamescom. If you're at the show, you'll be able to go hands-on with this. So very, very excited.
Play the game.
Right, shall we get in?
Bleibt
We're
ihr an?
going to Adam free will, just do some stuff.
Wir haben
Just
gesagt, bei der
go around.
Gamescom
And then
kriegst du
I'm
die
gonna ask you- I'm
nur.
going to start with an easy question.
okay.
Obviously,
Ja,
we
gut.
had the wonderful tease and announcement of
Yes.
Planet Coaster 2. How was it for the team?
Blenden mal bitte die FPS ein, danke.
To see the reaction.
It's amazing. One of the greatest moments you have is announcing the game and showing everyone what you've been working on and kind of getting everyone hyped for getting that hype train going on the tracks. And it was great. The team really.
Ich möchte Kois für die Teiche, dass da Fische sein
It
können.
was very nice to see a lot of the things people said, please, 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 have water parks, have water parks. And you were like, we know, we're doing it.
It's been like really tough. You've been like.
Ja, in Amerika ist das so ein Ding, ne? Ganz oft, dass du da in so Freizeitparks dann einen Wasserpark mit dran hast.
That kind of mirrored back to us.
Yeah.
For that,
All the
for that
conspiracy
perception.
theories that we saw, people being like, there needs to be something, please, and then
There it was, you
it
delivered.
happened
Yeah.
finally.
And delivered with aplomb. That's the word
Jetzt
I'm
guck dir aber
saying.
hier mal den Weg.
Yeah.
Siehst du diesen Weg? Erstmal ist er nicht gleichmäßig breit. Siehst du das? Hier unten, der Runde?
And it's
Nicht,
great. And
nicht
also,
gleichmäßig
I
breit?
think, a lot of
Na,
our
das
fans are
sieht man ja.
noticing now as I'm
ist
sort
ein
of
Ei.
throwing around. That trailer's using the engine as well.
Yeah.
Right? What you're seeing is what you're getting. There's no
Yeah.
trickery here. We're doing some stuff, and I think you're gonna pop down a coaster. It looks like.
I'm going to pop down one of our new blueprint coasters.
Ach scheiße, für die Coaster auch.
Ja, ja.
And then we can
Electricity,
test that.
okay.
Once that's tested, then I can open it.
So that's it. You just popped it down. So
Simple as that, yeah.
So look, and
There's a lot to take in
Yeah.
in 3 steps.
It was very quick.
There's a lot to take in and what actually
Yeah.
that means for Planet Coaster 2. It's
Power
quite
required
incredible.
5 von
That's something that
5.
we've not. We kind of forget to remind ourselves about is all these improvements and things that we've added to the game, what that means to our community, the people who play Planet Coaster, and potentially seeing what we're doing. Of this is a pre-built roller coaster. It has paths in the blueprint.
Yeah.
Which is a big step.
Yeah,
And
huge.
It's not something that it's something that you kind of like. We've done this. We move on to all these amazing new things, but this is a big thing. We've got paths in blueprints. It's now super easy for you to choose a coaster
Was haben
blueprint,
die?
put it down, and connect it up. against
Blueprints für die Coaster.
And building a park is going to be it'll be quick, right? And allow players to be super creative when they want to, and sweat the details when they want to sweat the
Das
details.
ist ja keine
right?
große Neuerung.
Exactly
Du hattest ja
right,
auch
yeah.
schon Planet Coaster 1
what you're seeing is
Blueprints,
that-
also
Ja.
fertige Achterbahnen, die du einfach hinsetzen
Talking there,
konntest.
Ja.
Arthur, is the sort of detail in which you can create these.
Ich glaube, er sagte gerade
Ja.
Pathing, dass dann die Wege direkt schon connecten, oder vertue ich mich gerade? Ich habe jetzt auch nicht gesehen, wie der Wege gebaut hat. Der hat das Ding genommen und dahingestellt.
We were going through the deep dive about some of the tools you
Ja
do
gut,
to-
er wird
to
wahrscheinlich die Wege
customize
direkt
some.
mit
We'll go
gespeichert
into that.
haben,
We'll
ne?
do a
Beim
bit more
Blueprint.
later on. We'll customize one of the rides to show you.
das?
Because
Ja,
it's honesty, chat. When you see, if
Hey,
you
guck mal,
go
so, da sind
mad
jetzt keine
at the
Wege
deep dive,
dran.
you'll go even
Ach, guck mal,
crazier
siehst du
when
das
you see the sort of stuff you
Gehighlightete?
can do.
Ja, ja, die
Ah.
sind
We're
Wege
gonna pop
dabei.
another coaster down. Now,
Aber
Komm
es,
dann
guck's
dran.
dir an, das sind dieselben
that
fürchterlichen
the
Wege wie
community
vorher.
asked about
Guck's dir an, das sieht man doch.
Yeah, pathing.
Ja.
Pathing is a big thing. So I know that a lot of people were desperate to find out whether the pathing has been made easier.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big takeaways of the feedback.
Makes the passing easier, okay. Naja gut, wenn ihr das sagt.
Das sieht schlechter aus als das, was ich jetzt bauen würde von dem Pathing her.
Ja, ja, absolut.
A long look at those tools and making it a lot easier for you to build those long tracks of paths, and also adding things like plazas and tools that allow you to build those.
Die
more
sieht auch
open-
nicht sehr smooth
open
aus,
spaces
guck mal.
for your park,
gucken.
because that's something you see in real life.
Aber das sind ja
There's a lot
Feinheiten, die
of
macht man dann
open areas,
selber.
There's a lot of
Ja.
overlaying.
Ah, die
of
würde ich gerne
different
fahren, die
types
Halsey.
of brickwork
Ich baue ja
and
keine
adding
fertig. Ich
tools
habe
that
ja
allow
immer
you
die
to
Bahn
create
selber
kind of
gebaut.
That visual, which is, we're inspired by real life theme
Yeah.
parks, real life water parks now as well, of those experiences that you have in real life, and we want to mirror that back in games. So a lot more tools on creating these kind of open areas as well.
Yeah. So we had a look at popping down the ride seems very easy. Can you do that with flumes as well? Is that a possibility? Is
You
it just the
can,
same?
And not only do you can have flume blueprints, but you can also have pool blueprints that
Ah.
include flumes.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'm going all kind
Okay.
of meta
Hello.
and layered up.
Also ein Pool direkt mit
Combo.
Rutsche
For
dann.
example, we have this flume pool combo, which I can choose to just slot into my plaza area there, and that then brings in a functioning flume, which all I need to do is test that to get that open. You can see our flume test dummies.
Yeah,
Just like you
these are
find
really.
them on
I love
the,
these little
on
yeah,
the,
plastic board sort of things. Yeah.
coasters, and then the pool is there available to be used by the guests. They can use the sun lounges that are part of this blueprint.
You can flexi-color the umbrellas around it.
They don't match.
So if I wanted to match them into the red and yellow, I can do that. I can open it up. You've got all the flexi-color.
Oh, Sprungbretter auch. Ich habe noch gar keine Springtürme gesehen, tatsächlich.
These will be blueprints that
Rutschen und so ein Springbrett hier.
The in-game workshop as well. You know, all the incredible content creators out there that we've seen from Planet Coaster 1. I can't wait to see what they build with this.
I played a lot of Planet Coaster 1 with my now wife and one of my best friends. We'd play it online. We'd all be in a chat playing Planet Coaster 1, and we would often try and build really elaborate parks, and we forgot about the workshop, and there was really talented people out there that make really cool things, and we were like, I'm spending hours trying to make a bar, and there's 10 of them in the workshop, so we can't wait to see with the tools that you guys have made for Planet Coaster 2 what our players will be able to do, which I guess kind of brings on to, and we're going to show some of the customizable options in a second. This is a full rebuild of everything, right? So one of the questions we get asked a lot about is like, can we bring over saves?
Bin gespannt. Bist du noch da, mein Schatz?
Ja, ich gucke gerade ganz gespannt.
No on that one. Planet Coaster is a brand new game. We've built a lot of new systems.
Was ist das Bunte da hinten bei dem Wasser?
So all of your saves, your workshop creations won't be able to transfer to Planet Coaster 2.
Gute Frage.
We have the workshop. We have all of the ways that we had in Planet Coaster 1 of creating blueprints, creating parks, and sharing those with players. With other community members, but we'll also have in Planet Coaster 2 cross-platform workshops.
Which is really cool.
So PC players, if you're making a cool blueprint and you want to share that with Chantel who's on Xbox, you'll be able to do that in Planet Coaster 2. So it's a clean slate to begin with, but we've got wonderful tools and new content for you to build. As Adam said, we've got coaster blueprints, we've got pool blueprints, we've got all of these new types.
Was ich gut finde, sind diese kleinen, sich bewegenden Assets hier, zum Beispiel diese kleinen Fadenwimpel da, die da.
Stimmt, ja. Und die Luftballons, ne? Den Delfin unten rechts zum Beispiel.
So what we're looking at, so this is, we're going to put, you're going to do a thing.
I'm
going to do the thing that I love to do, to show off that sheer kind of creative power that these tools give. Of course, we want to provide a kind of vanilla version of the flat ride, just because you might want to then change it yourself. So we have a brand new ride, Planet Coaster 2 as well, the Monsoon Chute here, which is in its kind of vanilla form.
Man packt das direkt auf den Laufweg.
I can still choose to place the entrances and exits exactly how I want to, so I have that creative freedom if I want to kind of build from a sort of blank slate. But we also now have blueprints for flat rides.
And this is the same flat ride, but just customised with all this. Look at this! I just blew my mind when you showed me this. Only this afternoon, because I saw the other one, the flywheel one you showed me first. I didn't see this one. This is incredible.
And then, so that's using our aquatic theme.
Yep.
And then we also have one.
Würde ich alles selber bauen wollen.
Resort theme.
Das sieht süß aus mit der Krabbe da oben.
This is Chef's Kiss.
Ja, ich bin ja so ein Palmmensch.
Ich liebe
das.
Planet Coaster 2 is flat ride blueprints. So you can now create those blueprints, include the ride and scenery that is around your ride, and any scenery that's attached to your ride. Which again, new feature for Planet Coaster 2.
Wo hört man das?
And I love
also ich hör's.
My favorite new ride. I love all of my rides equally. But there is some that I like more than others.
Right.
And it was a new ride that we've added for the game, and for me, it's got that nice linkage to both.
Die dodgt ins Wasser runter. Cool.
A hard, mechanical ride. It's also got that water element as well. It has a wonderful effect as all of that water comes splooshing up. Again, technical term, that one.
Splooshing up. Yeah, there we go.
And like the coasters we saw before,
bist aber ganz schön
because
nass,
these
du.
blueprints have got the entrance exit placed already, all I do is open it.
And it's ready to go.
There's an attendant there ready to man it, and then guests can jump on that. I've placed it in the
Was ich
middle
sagen
of the
muss,
plaza, which you'll notice
wirkt
is
alles so ein bisschen extrem bunt.
Plonks are very technical.
So ein bisschen
My glossary of
sehr plastisch, würde ich sagen.
Plonk it right in the middle of the plaza.
Ja, dann kannst du da färben, wie du willst.
Guests can enjoy those rides.
Perfect. And I've noticed if you zoom on the middle one, there's moving parts on a moving part.
There's moving parts on a moving part. Yes, it's not just the static kind of frames of flat rides.
Diese Robohaken ergeben doch null Sinn an dem Ride. Wofür? Warum?
Highlighted areas around it, and then if you attach it to that area,
das ist halt deren Design, ne?
So here you've got animated prop piece that then will move.
Yeah, a submarine arm sort of things,
Yeah.
aren't they? Yeah.
Exactly. With
Aber das Spiel hier hat Korallen, Planet Zoo
Yeah, I
nicht.
can't
So schöne
honestly
Korallen
look
für
at
eine
the three next to each
Unterwasserwelt.
other, you would just think that they're entirely separate
Yeah.
entities. But it's just the creativity that will just go. It will go crazy with it, especially with our community.
Ich calle, ich mache jetzt eine Wild Call, Leute.
exactly that.
Nächstes Planet Zoo DLC, was safe kommen wird, wenn das jetzt so ein Hype aufnimmt, safe, wird wieder so ein Ozeanik-Pack und wir kriegen Delfine, Orcas und Unterwasserwelt-Sachen. Irgendwas mit Wasser.
Kann sogar gut möglich sein.
Elaborate a bit more on that.
Wobei ist jetzt natürlich die Frage, ob sie aktuell überhaupt Kapazitäten für irgendwelche Planet Zoo DLCs haben, wenn sie an dem Spiel dran sind. Ne?
Oh, vielleicht ist er schon fertig. Die warten nur hier, ne? Bis Planet Coaster ein bisschen mehr Hype aufnimmt, kurz vor Release. Oder weit vor Release. Also jetzt. Ich weiß gar nicht, wie lange das letzte Update her ist von Planet Zoo.
Da kennst du dich besser aus.
Da könnte ich gleich schauen.
The mythical cloud.
That is a technical term.
That is, yeah.
Aber die Palmen sehen schön aus. Die gefallen mir viel mehr als im ersten Teil.
Jetzt hat gerade da jemand im Chat geschrieben, wait, 5000 guests and no lag. Ja gut.
Ja, die haben da safe einen NASA-Rechner stehen.
Muss nicht zwingend, aber der Park ist halt auch nicht groß.
Erstens das und zweitens, die ganzen Sachen sind ja gar nicht implementiert. Du hast ja gesehen, überall war Sternchen, Sternchen.
Naja.
I'm really excited for this because the three of us used to play Planet Coaster 1 just on mic to each other. So it's obviously myself, my wife, and one of our very good friends, Cam. We'd all do different parts. So generally really good at building rides. I'm very much into the sort of
Aber Dev-Build, das ist impressive. Naja, die Devs sollten schon ein klein wenig ihr eigenes Spiel auch beherrschen, oder?
Und sie nicht? Was meinst du?
Nee, jetzt hat jemand gerade geschrieben, dass halt das für den Dev-Build schon sehr beeindruckend ist. Finde ich jetzt nicht. Also,
Or completely
aber
mess
gut.
up your friends.
Yes,
Your friends' rides as well.
and we have
I'd be
version.
kicking you out of my franchise real quick. I was
So
going to say.
and we have tools in place like version control, so you can roll back if anyone does anything nefarious to any of your parks, and then like ban them for life. And, you know.
The Chantel.
Frage ist natürlich, hast du auch ein First-Person-View einer Wasserrutsche? Weil normalerweise hast du das ja dann im Prinzip mit den Zügen auf den Bahnen oder mit irgendwie, keine Ahnung, wenn du jetzt irgendwie mit so einer Lok rumfährst oder sowas, dann kannst du halt die Lok anklicken, die einzelnen Züge. Aber dann müsstest du ja im Prinzip dann in dem Moment den Piep anklicken, der dann rutscht.
So,
Ja,
players on
oder
PC
man
will
wird
not
schnell ein
have the
Dummy oder so. Doch, ich glaube schon, dass sie das
So
dann
you'll be able
gemacht
to play the
haben.
game as much as you want, as much as your PC can
Bei der
handle.
Einrutsche haben wir es ja gesehen, halt nicht in First Person, aber die hat ja dann auch gefollowed.
Oh, jetzt bauen sie... Weg.
Ah, man kann ziehen, einfach so. Oder?
But
Go for it.
Das hat so eine Vorheranzeige hatten wir, glaube ich, noch nicht. Nee.
Sharing of parks, there will be a consideration for PC
Nee,
players.
es war
to be
maximal 8
aware of
Meter, ne?
their limits, so that if they're
Weiß ich
sharing
nicht mehr.
people that are collaborating on platforms, the consoles, or in franchise mode, they can see what their current version is on PC, so they're not creating.
Aber wenn ich das richtig sehe, ist das Gelände da auch unterschiedlich hoch und der hat den Weg einfach drüber gezogen. Vielleicht haben sie es doch
Explain it
vergessen.
simply enough, but if
Dann nehme
you
ich alles
play
zurück.
just PC, if you just want a PC and you don't want to engage in any of the online aspects, you can just have one for time. Or if your franchise is just PC players, you can have that as well. But it's when we cross from from one platform to the other that we have to bring the limit in.
Yeah.
And if you're just on console as well.
Cool. But also for those of you that have played any of the other Planet games, so Planet Zoo on console, you'll know the complexity meter, what it's there for, and the depth you can still go into these parks, right? It's there for to give you the best.
Was ich halt doof finde, dass sie so in dem Base-Modell jetzt nicht das Piratenthema mit reinnehmen, weil das wird sich so geil anschmiegen mit dem Wasserpark Karibik und so. Wird so viele Holz- und Piratensachen verbauen. Aber die haben sich für was haben sie sich entschieden? Für Wikinger, oder?
Ich denke, das überlassen sie Profis wie mir.
Aber es ist ja nichts Piratenmäßiges drin.
Nee, sag ich ja. Das wird dann so Leuten überlassen wie uns.
And I just very quickly connected the entrance path to the main network using just one of the new path tools. I just thought I'd see.
Do we have any other new?
Es ist ja nicht im Spiel inkludiert, meine ich. Wir haben das ja gesehen, was die für Themenbereiche halt für den ersten Release machen und da ist nichts mit Piraten. Also du hast keine Assets für Piratenthema. Du hast Wikinger drin, glaube ich, war das.
using the tool that you all just saw me
They're
sneak
very
in.
happy.
So
I'm
they're
very
ready to
confident
live
we
it.
have just made a path building
stimmt, hast
game
recht.
and we'd have been okay. We could have just made that. We'd have been all right.
Okay, aber das mit den Wegen, doch, guck mal. Okay, ich nehme es zurück.
Okay.
Ja, sieht gar nicht mehr kacke aus.
Really simple.
Du hast so viele Optionen jetzt auch. Ich glaube, die hatte ich vorher auch.
You can still
we
do
have,
that,
we
right?
have
So your
classic
classic
path
paths if
tool
you
as
want
well, and we also another big one is
Builder?
the stamp tool as well, allowing me to.
Ja, und du kannst direkt, ach guck mal, da kannst du Square direkt machen und so, ey, das ist cool.
Ja, vor allen Dingen auch wie
to.
groß,
Some
ne?
pools as well, right? You can
That's
do
just
pools
for
as well.
Raster.
You can, yeah.
You
Very
can set
similar
these-
tools
Yeah.
for paths and pools. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah, cool.
there's a lot there. And chat are very happy with that. It's still, slow. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, we've shown you some paths, and Adam's doing that in the background. So I wondered why chat was sort of blurring my eye. Just this thing happening over here that something's happened. Not sure what we said.
Ah, guck mal, das ist
One
auch
of the things that came up,
interessant. Wenn du jetzt eine Area machst, kannst du die komplett umgestalten, anstatt jetzt jeden einzelnen Weg vorher mussten anklicken.
Ja, ja.
Das ist ja cool.
Let's explain what these are,
So
right?
the resort theme is really good at
Sorry.
allowing you to build things that are
Stop having fun, Adam. Stop doing that.
can look like hotels, but it's there to allow you to build this kind of Main Street feel as well that you have in theme parks, where it's very facade based.
Yeah.
So there aren't any hotels in Planet Coaster 2, but this theme is really good at creating those kind of.
Es
big
gibt
tall
keine
areas that,
Hotels.
you know,
Okay,
can
schade.
Hotels, apartment
Würde sich
blocks,
doch voll
anything
anbieten, wenn
like
du halt so mit Übernachtung wegen
That gives
Schwimmen
you
und
that
so machst.
authentic
Und dann
feel of
Nachtschwimmen
a
oder
park
sowas.
where, you know, we've all been.
Ah,
Gebe ich dir recht, aber da lege ich aber mehr
Hotel
Wert auf
and there's
vernünftige
little,
Coaster und so weiter und so fort.
Ja,
all over
wird
hot
bestimmt
dogs
auch
from
noch
a
kommen.
Big crooked house, but it wasn't really a real big crooked house. It was a, you know, it was all part of
facade.
that facade of that
Facade,
theme, that area. You know, so that allows you to create these lovely facades for your shops here as well.
And I also love
If
the
you
way
wished it.
you've done it. So can you spin around the back a bit again? 'Cause
Yeah.
I love how it's all like, it's proper like the movie set style
Yeah.
stuff. I really
Yeah.
love all this. It's really, really cool.
'Cause it's not about what we're seeing here, it's about what your guests are going to experience, and that's what you have.
Ja,
in
aber
your
wenn es ja
office,
nur
what you're
extra
seeing.
fake sein soll,
And we
müssen
saw
sie
a
auch
lot of
keine
that in
Air
Planet Coaster
Conditioner
One, where
hinten
people
dran
wanted to
machen.
build an authentic, real
Ja gut,
life
wenn, dann
park,
machst du
not
richtig, ne?
fancy park.
Auch wenn es fake
Actually
ist.
wanted to lean into the
Yeah.
air conditioning units and the ducting and all that sort of stuff. So that's kind of that's the point.
All right, I'm just conscious of time, and your time is precious because you've got lots of work to do. However, I did want us to show a little bit about customizing a ride because I think
Oh yeah.
I think this is. I mean,
I was showing them
if you like
customizing path
paths,
colours in
chat.
the background, but we'll leave that one just hanging.
Oh, what were you doing? You
I
showing?
just
was
showed
looking
them
at
the
the colour
different colours.
Oh well, sorry. You have to wait for the next deep dive for that. Sorry, Rachel will kill us if we say too much. But this is something that I think you're gonna like. So this is us customizing. Or say us. It's the royal us.
It's mostly Adam.
It's
Adam
mostly
does all
Adam
of the
who's
hard
going to
work here.
customize the coaster, right? So talk us through what you're doing here, Adam, and then let's chat, work out what they can do.
Aber gut, dass alles
Ja,
noch,
let me
ich meine vom
scroll
Menü
back.
her ist es wirklich noch wie,
I clicked on the
Im
Sprinter
vorherigen
Ride,
Teil,
the
ne, dass du
Sprinter
dich
Coaster
komplett
I played down
umstellen musst.
earlier.
Ja.
dass sie da nicht wilde Sachen
Customization.
versucht haben
We
und so
have the other
weiter.
colours that we're used to, but we have this new option, attaching scenery, which then opens up the scenery browser, filtered down to the non-grid based pieces.
Yep.
It's all non-grid based pieces that you can attach to scenery, to rides. I've searched for light because I quite like the hanging one we said, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then here, this was the highlight I was talking about earlier, where if I place it anywhere, even slightly offset to the main model, with that highlight, it will animate with that section of the car.
Nice.
So you can use
yeah,
the
it's really
advanced
powerful.
move
You
to
can exactly
tweak
you can
it
sort
or
of
move it further away, or do really fine tune
yeah,
it.
and we've seen how people in the office use this, and also like I say, creating that offset because that you might be able to create some interesting things with that, with not attaching it directly to it. But let's take it to this. Excuse me, from the side here, we've got all our advanced moves.
Yeah.
We've got the
Warum muss ich da
scaling.
eine Lampe dran?
Man kann das größer und kleiner machen.
And
Oh,
das ist geil.
Das ist stark. Das ist richtig stark.
The scenery piece just out in
Yeah.
the park wherever you want it as well.
So you
Oh,
can customize
warum
the
gibt's das
tree you
nicht im
want.
Planet
You can have a big
so?
palm tree,
Yes.
a little palm tree, all that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's all in there. Changing the lighting.
Change that colour there. I could change the light as well, and then. Of course, well not of course.
Also das ist krasses Quality of Life.
Let's place that bit down. I want it on this
Ich
side.
habe das so oft gehabt, wo ich dann gedacht habe, Mensch, wenn das Ding kleiner wäre und so weiter.
And easily, so I can just
Das stimmt,
click
das
the
stimmt.
options
Das ist
section.
perfekt.
I can select symmetry type for.
Ach, guck mal, Symmetrie direkt einfach auf eine andere. Ach, ist das schön.
Move the original, it will update in real time as well.
This is honestly, when I saw you doing this, I was like, "Wow, stop!
And
What are you doing?"
I can also choose to put it on all the other cars
Boom.
in the train.
Geil.
Yeah.
Again, moving it, moves everything in a great big conga line. And if you can see the train in the background, I can ask for it to affect all the trains on this coaster. And it will attach them to there
stark.
again.
Dann kannst du 2 verschieden machen. Der eine fährt in Anaconda-Zug und der andere fährt im Krokodilzug.
Zum Beispiel, ja.
And you say that's it. Oh, that's it. And that's
I've just undone all my changes as well because I didn't actually accept it.
Oh, okay.
You saw
It's fine. But I mean, I think, I speak for everyone, I cannot wait to see what people do with these coasters because the coasters themselves are fantastic. And of course, you can build your own coaster if you want to build your own coaster. Right?
Absolutely,
that is not
Yep.
been removed from the game. You can still sit there and create your own coaster and then do all of that to the coaster, right?
Adam had applied some lamps very quickly, but you've got all of the different scenery pieces you can attach to it. You can also attach scenery blueprints to coasters as well.
Yep.
This morning, I managed to, I put a big rock setup with some trees on it onto a coaster and just watched it go up and around. And it just filled me with joy at this wonderful game that we're making. And I can do things really quickly and silly, but the community will be using these tools for amazing things.
I will probably get told off for this, but when I walk into the office and see our CEO attaching a giant animated fish to a roller coaster and watching it do loop the loops, you know you're in a good space. You know you're in a good space. And
dieses Tool ist geil.
smiling about it because you've really great people and it's going to be fun. I don't know if we've got
So ein Tool, wo du es jetzt siehst, dass es kommt, merkst du erst, es hat dir gefehlt.
Ja,
Oh, of course.
definitiv.
Add a new mascot in there.
Take your pick.
But chat, look, as Adam does that,
go
I just
over
want to go
here.
through and say we've only barely scratched the surface to show you just some of the huge amount of creative
Ein
tools we have for our players.
Kaktusmaskottchen
We're bringing
mit
Walk Past
einer
and
kleinen
Coasters
süßen
together, or
Gitarre.
just remains. He's just hanging in the air. There he is.
Cigar is the craziest.
Ah, den
we have-
Rest.
we have
Oh,
so
and
much
then
to talk about.
Bodhi.
Bodhi the shark. Yeah, Bodhi's cool.
We've got the diver.
Now, to me, there's this cool thing about the diver, right? You were telling us before.
Yeah,
He's
we
got-
try and come up with these little stories.
Sie sollten ihn Dave
Inspiration
nennen.
and concepting. And with the diver, the idea
Dave's
is
the
that
diver.
Ja.
deep sea exploration. He's trying to capture photos of creatures under the sea. The creature he's trying to find is actually on his tank behind him, and every now and then he will like jump over and taunt him that I'm here the whole time. And it's just like those fun little stories we give our mascots, and I love that one on the diver.
Yeah.
And of
And
course,
of course,
we've seen it
we'd be
before,
remiss
but
to not. Yeah,
we
and there
have
is
to add in.
Green
Behind
Splash.
us.
There we go.
Splash.
There we go.
Hey, die laufen da aber auch neben
Guys,
den
look,
Wegen her,
thank
ne?
you so
Aber wahrscheinlich
much.
ist
I know
alles
the
Weg
next
da.
deep dive, we're going to go into the creativity, and you guys
Ja,
are doing hard
irgendwie
work.
schon.
For those in chat, thank you so much for your love and support for the game. This is just a taster, and this again was a live build. So this is
Live
the game
build, in development.
in development.
Build, but yeah.
It already looks fantastic. If you're going to Gamescom, you will be able to do all this stuff that Adam's just done at our stand, but we will have a timer because I'm guessing it's going to be pretty busy. So you'll come and see us at Gamescom. It's been great. Rich, Adam, thank you so much for coming
Danke.
on.
Ich danke auch. Das war.
I think to play us out, we should run the trailer one more time.
Man hat viel
aber
gesehen.
Überraschendes mit dabei. Wie gesagt, das mit den Wegen macht mich sehr, sehr, sehr glücklich.
Mhm.
Und auch an so, wie gesagt, ich weiß nicht, ob ich mit diesen Wasserparks oder mit diesem Mix warm werde, aber das ergibt sich dann, wenn das Spiel rauskommt.
Ich finde das ganz cool. Ich finde es cool.
Okay.
War's das? Ja,
By
oder?
the way,
Wir schreiben
danke,
auch
Avi, fürs Tracken, aber ich hatte auf dem anderen Kanal geguckt, wegen dem kleinen Delay. Dann würde ich mich jetzt an dieser Stelle verabschieden.
Ich danke dir, dass du dabei warst. Vielen lieben Dank. Hat mich gefreut.
Alles klar, viel Spaß und Travelers Rest.
Genau, dann geht es ins Travelers Rest. Tschüss. Tschüss.